Welcome to the Blind Dyslexic at the Movies. I'm your host, Scott McCowan. Today I'll be reviewing the new Simon Pegg, Nick Frost movie, the makers of Hot Fuzz, Penelope, and Shaun of the Dead, to mention other reviews. But Paul. About 64 some odd years ago, Paul's ship crash lands, inadvertently killing young Black Danner, Tara Walton's dog. He takes on the name. Government comes in, picks him up, takes him to Area 51. He gives them as many ideas as he can think of. Steven Spielberg's E.T. And of course X-Files agent Fox Mulder was supposed to be two of them. We fast forward to 64 years later. Having given them all that he can, he learns early that they're going to dissect him to gain the rest of his knowledge. Graham, Willie, and Clive Gollings, Pegg and Frost, are on a tour of the U.S. to see all the famed sci-fi sites since they've come to see Comic-Con. In other words, the area where Kirk fought the Gorn in Arena, the Black Mailbox, and Area 51. They nearly get into a fender bender with a car driven by Paul, voiced by Seth Rogen. Does a great job. This foul-mouthed, cigarette-smoking, booze-downing, pot-smoking alien, only thing he wants to do is get home and not be dissected. Poor Paul and the group are hunted down by three agents. Justin Bateman, Special Agent Zoyle, Lorenzo Zoyle, add your own punchline here, along with Bill Harder playing Agent Haggard, and Joe Lowe, I'm pronouncing his name right hopefully, Joe Lowe Trugalo as O'Reilly. In order to escape him, they pull into an RV park, headed up by Ruth Buggs and her Bible-thumping father. Buggs is played by Kristen Wiig. Apparently her mother passed away several years ago, and her father has turned her into a Bible thumper with the t-shirt of Jesus shooting Darwin. The big man, who you will recognize the voice of, wants Paul back at Area 51 before her little governor's meeting, so everything can get round up, or I should say ground up, opposed to this. There are great homages to all sci-fi. In particular, a quote that the big man says in one of their movies near the end, which is worth seeing. That is one of the things that makes this movie great, is that great line from one of the big man's movies, as well as "That's Jenga" from Paul. That's all I'm going to say. Leave you with a cliffhanger so you can go see Paul. I'll be returning shortly with my review. Review time of Seth Rogen, Nick Frost, Simon Pegg movie, Paul. Like I said, there are a lot of references and homages to old sci-fi. And every time you see one, it's like, there's one, there's one. I can honestly say, even the fact that they're using an RV, for those of you who remember the original Escape to Witch Mountain, that is one of them. That is like one of the, gives you the feeling of the original. So you folks can understand my point of view here. I'm going to explain my rating system. We've got full price, self-explanatory, matinee, self-explanatory, dollar movie. I've got a dollar movie up by me, which is the second run before it goes to DVD. We've got, of course, DVD, which has got two meanings. It could either mean wait for DVD, or is it worth your collection? Then, of course, we start dropping even from there. TV, Saturday, Sunday matinee, late show, late, however late show, VHS, and of course beta. I'm still trying to figure out why it was rated R, unless it was with the smoking, because to me it seemed more like a PG-13 movie. With all the homages and the funniness of the movie, I'd have to honestly say it is definitely worth full price and matinee. On top of that, it is definitely worth your DVD collection. And like I said, stay for the movie, see the homages, and if you're ever in Sears or on the Sears website, please make a donation to the Here It's a Home. They do a world of good for our men and women. And if you could also please donate to Cancer Sucks. That also does a world of good for people suffering from cancer. And to all our men and women out there in the military, thank you. Keep up the great job and stay safe. You're always in our hearts. From me to you, your blind dyslexic who's not really blind. Ciao for now.